guys, welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. If you're new to my channel, 31 Days of Halloween is where I post a new Halloween costume or makeup tutorial every single day in October. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. Today is another collab with my beautiful and insanely talented best friend, Jordan Hanz. You've seen us do 3 different looks this Halloween season now: the pop art demon, avant-garde mermaid, and now this candy unicorn. Melty, sweet, and so beautiful. You should definitely head over to Jordan's channel if you haven't and subscribe. She's my best friend in the whole world, and I just know you guys will love her as much as I do. If you want to see how I did this drippy ice cream unicorn, stay tuned. I started off by mapping out the shape of the drips on my face with a blue water-activated body paint. You'll see that I already have my lashes on because I had actually gone to work earlier this day, came home, and I'm filming this at like 9 p.m. There is no rhyme or reason to the drips. I just figured how they would possibly drip if it were dripping down my face and the location of where the ice cream cone will be adhered to my forehead. Then I fill the entire thing in with a custom mix. So this is not a traditional color from the Mehron Paradise Paint palette, but this is the little mint color that they have mixed with a bit of green and then diluted down with a lot of white. I then shade some purple on the other side of it, but then realized I should have started with a white base first. So I go in on the high points of my face with the Makeup Forever Flash Stick in white and pat it in with a beauty blender onto my forehead, underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, and down on my jawline. I also run a little bit of it down my neck as well. I take that same cream paint and pat it over the turquoise side. Now going back in with the purple shadow. I'm shading up along my hairline, down in the contours of my face, and then I'm going to take more dark purple shades and then shade underneath the little drip ice creams to make it look like it's sitting on top of my skin. I do know that shadows cast are like a cool toned brown, but for this I just used a purple because, again, it's a candy unicorn look. I wanted it to be realistic-y looking, but also just fun. After I put down the initial color, I just take a little bit more of a fluffy brush and then bring that color down to blend it out. Then taking a turquoise shade, I am shading up along the drippy ice cream, mostly around the perimeters, but I also shade a whole bunch on my eye. This is just to create a little smoky eye effect with sort of the same color. Then taking that white cream paint again and blending it over the top so that it gives a highlighted effect, because the centers of these drips would pop forward. I could have done this a little bit more, but again, it's like 11 p.m. and I was kind of sleepy. I do the same smoky eye with the purple shade on the right side of my face, keeping everything in its section within its color. I run some purple body paint on my neck. I will create drips later, but I hadn't planned on it at this point, so that's why I didn't do it. I then took some glitter adhesive. I'm actually just using Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream for my brows. I ran it through my brows to give a sticky base, and then I patted a purple glitter over top. I then highlighted my cheekbones on the purple side of my face. I also put some of that same highlight on my inner corners and underneath my brow bones. Then I adhered the ice cream cone. Now I did this on top of the body paint and put Pros-Aide all over it. It needs to stick to my skin. It does not want to stick on top of body paint. You think it's just a tiny little layer. I don't really see why it would make that much of a difference. It does. I then popped on my white wig because I realized I'm not going to be able to do that after I get my ears and the ice cream cone on. To do my lips, I used Jeffree Star's Drug Lord, which is a white liquid lipstick mixed with a little bit of that purple pigment, and then ran some of the purple pigment on top of it as well to give a shiny look. I then did the same sort of drips that I did on my face, down on my chest with the purple. Again, there's no rhyme or reason, just a drippy shape. Filled the entire thing in. For this, I'm using water-activated body paint, but you can use whatever you've got. And then I highlight it as well with the white cream paint and shade it with the dark purple eyeshadows. I'm not the best at figuring out where the light source is coming from and figuring out exactly where the shadows would be, but you get the point nonetheless. Then taking some turquoise and black shadows, mixing them together and running them underneath the drips to again look like the drips are sitting on top of my skin. And again, these are not realistic shadow colors. However, it doesn't really matter because we're a unicorn, baby. The shadow would be the darkest and deepest up at the top of the drip, and then also deep down at the very bottom where the heaviest part of the drip is sitting over the skin. And then take also some more of that same shadow and run it under my lower lip to make it look like my lips are a little bigger. As you can see, I chose chocolate chip mint ice cream for my ice cream cone, so I want that same ice cream dripping down my face. The way that I made the ice cream cone is with Model Magic. Model Magic is a Play-Doh-like substance that has a foamy light texture and it dries down. When torn, Model Magic almost has an ice cream scoop-like texture. I tore off chunks and molded them into a flat circle, then molded tiny little rectangles for the chocolate, and painted with the same mint color as my face, and a dark chocolate brown paint for the little chocolate pieces. To adhere the waffle cone, which is just a real one, I just stuck it on with some Pros-Aid adhesive. My little ears are also made out of Model Magic, and you can see the shape of them. It's really self-explanatory. You just make any shape that you want and stick it to your face. And finished everything off with a bunch of little white dots using my NYX white matte liquid liner. Popped in a pair of the Enchanted pink contact lenses from Camoeyes.com. And that is it, my friends. You are now an ice cream drippy unicorn. I have had so many requests for unicorns this year. I don't know if there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but I like it and I'm into it. So I hope you guys like this makeup look. Make sure to tune in tomorrow and every other day this October. Maybe not every day. I think I'm going to have to miss another couple of days, but I'm doing my absolute best because Wednesday's video is big. Stay tuned. So is Thursday's, just so you know. Those are my most intense makeup looks that are coming up. So don't forget to subscribe to be notified when they go live, which is at 5 p.m. Pacific time. If you do decide to recreate this look or any of my looks, make sure to tag me on the gram so I can see your stuff. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video.
Okay.